Hi there, I'm Alison Flintsteiner and I'm a language and communications trainer for the Language Institute i-diom. In this lesson, I'm going to help you build basic vocabulary about companies. Now, what do you call the different kinds of companies in an economy in English? What are the main departments in companies called? And who works in which department? This video is designed to help you talk about and describe your company and your work. There are many different types of companies, ranging from one-person units to huge corporations in every country. Let's look at the most important categories and discuss the English vocabulary for them. The simplest form of business is the one-person show or sole trader. A sole trader works for themselves. This is called self-employment. And this person is responsible for everything in their business. Some people choose to set up a business with others, such as a partnership. This can be with limited or unlimited responsibility, or liability as we call it, meaning that they are responsible for everything or only to the limit of their capital investment. A third type of business is a limited liability company or LTD. Normally, there are at least 2 partners in such a company, although in some countries there can be as many as 50 partners. Here, the responsibility or liability is limited to the amount of investment in the company. This type of company has a management board that makes decisions for it. The final type of business is a public limited company or PLC. Here, there are often many partners or investors or shareholders, and their responsibility or liability is limited to the amount of investment in the company. This type of company has a management and supervisory board that make decisions for it. It is allowed to sell shares on the stock exchange if it wishes. So far, so good. But what vocabulary is used to describe how you set up or establish a company? The following verbs should help you describe this process. You set up or establish or form a business to do something or sell something, for example. Then, you run or manage the company by organizing its daily business. Things can go well and you can make a profit. However, that is not always the case. If a company has no more money, it can be insolvent. And if there's no money for a long, long time, then it can go bankrupt and be closed. Not a happy story, but unfortunately, a common one. Now let's look at what happens inside a company. What types of units or divisions are there in companies? A big corporation or parent company could have several subsidiaries or units that run their businesses independently. Each unit could have divisions that are responsible, for example, for production or administration. These divisions often have departments such as technical, finance, and purchasing departments. In very big companies, these departments sometimes have teams. Now, getting into more detail, which types of departments are most typical in companies and who works in them? In sales and marketing, you will find people who sell products and organize activities and materials to help with sales. In purchasing, you will find people who buy the materials and components needed to make products. In production, you will find people who make products. Some are workers and some are specialists, such as engineers. In maintenance, you will find people who fix broken machines and who do the cleaning. Many are engineers or technicians. In distribution and dispatch, you will find people who organize the delivery of goods and check that they are sent correctly. Many of these people work in locations called warehouses. In finance and controlling, you will find people who do the bookkeeping, who do the accounts, and who check and plan for the company. So we have covered a lot of material in this video. Let's try and summarize the vocabulary that we have learned by answering the following questions. What is the name of a company run by one person? What do you call a company that can sell shares on a stock exchange? What happens to a company that has no money over a longer time? Is a division part of a department? Do you find accountants or technicians in the maintenance department? And which department buys materials for a company? The answers are: a company run by one person is a sole trader. A company that can sell shares on the stock exchange is a public limited company or corporation. And no, a department is part of a division. You tend to find technicians in the maintenance department, and the purchasing department buys materials for a company. Did you get them right? Excellent! That's all for this video lesson brought to you by the Language Institute i-diom. We look forward to hearing from you soon. For further information, visit our website www.idiom.at and check out more of our video lessons under free video lessons. Thank you once again and goodbye.